fans over here, Brook.
Oh, I'm a big fan of tonight, so I'm using it. Hello, everybody.
Okay, we can all be big fans of tonight, but...
No, it's my fan. I will fan if I want to. Beside the point. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Big Brother coverage here on the Cup TV. I am Brooke, and I am passionate about pop culture. And welcome to your Thursday live double eviction. So, after the bullshit that was the past week, we finally got down to a nice, comfortable area, and we're all here to talk about it. All of us are here to yap. So, who's next?
Hello, my name is Jack. I'm the resident game designer of the panel, and it honestly took long enough for the moving company to just remove the furniture from the house. Like, we've been looking at swapping the table out for like a couple weeks now. Just, god damn, it took them 6 weeks to get this done.
And the crazy thing is they took the table and the ottoman out the same night. Iconic.
Yes. I would call Kelly an alarm clock because she always was. Never mind.
Annoying.
Yeah.
Drink every time she said annoying in her eviction speech. Anyway.
Don't. You'll be in the hospital.
Don't. You'll be, especially with what I'm drinking tonight. Hi, everyone. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. And I've been holding on to something for this entire season, and I was hopeful that double eviction night would be the time for me to break out my emergency white girl Cosmo. So, cheers, bitches. Happy double eviction to you all.
And what are you going to be drinking that out of, Logan?
A lovely short-stemmed wine glass with 7 ice cubes to celebrate our top 7.
But if you weren't, would you be drinking it out of
it would be weird to drink it out of a cup mug, but I guess in theory you could.
It is a lovely device to hold all of your beverages. All beverages.
You could hold
really.
beverages. I hold my HIV medication in here, but you could hold whatever you want
you hold,
in your cup.
If you're a bottom, you could hold poppers in here.
I have before. That is a true statement. I have held poppers, but you could get your cup mug at
My edibles fit right in.
Esme, let me do the fucking thing. You can get your cup mug at LanaGCreations.etsy.com. Link is in the description below. And we do ship domestically within North America and internationally. So as we close out this Big Brother season and as we move into all of the other reality TV seasons we've got coming up in the next couple of weeks, go get your cup mug so you can be quenched of your thirst while you listen to us yap about a whole hell of a lot of reality TV. And I thank you.
Nothing's quenchier. It's the quenchiest.
Yeah, hi, Michael here. I'm so excited to celebrate the move out of the furniture. I mean, that's all I can really say because it's amazing to me how one of the 2 furniture was somehow central to the strategy last week and seemed to not even like exist in the house at the same time. So, and now she doesn't. So we'll talk all. Excited to celebrate all of that. And then the other one, no more dead bugs in the house. So they can finally...
Thank God for that.
Yeah. I'm so excited to discuss Double Eviction, the rest of the season, which is looking to be actually kind of interesting. And we'll get into it, but amazingly.
We'll talk about it.
But yeah.
Hi, it's your resident ex-brother covering the season of Big Brother. I am glad to be back. If you want my opinions on the previous couple of weeks, you can just refer to the shirt. I am not going into the whole Rachel, Will debacle of it all, because I will go back to the psych ward. That's not where I was. Clarification. Not where I was.
It's going to be one of those episodes of coverage tonight.
Get my pocketbook. I'm leaving.
Don't make me hit you with my pocketbook, Logan.
Move out day. Furniture gone. Furniture hit the curb. Pick it up.
Well, let's just talk about how awesome this episode ended up being. But before we do, make sure to go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button down there. It's the same color as all of our name tags and the little banner at the bottom. We are on a mission to try to get 1,000 subscribers across all of our channels this year. So it would be lovely to see you join us in that effort. Thank you so much. And you can also check out the links to our other channels, including our audio podcast links down below. So, coming into this episode, we saw the fallout from the veto ceremony, or we saw the veto ceremony on Wednesday's episode. And coming into this, we knew that Vince was the HOH, and his nominees were Keanu, and Lauren was put up as the replacement nominee. And those are your three nominees heading into this eviction episode.
I love good news. I love good news.
It was really interesting.
Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
No,
I was going to say, isn't it interesting that normally, and this was something that I was thinking about because I was meal prepping. Hey, Janae. Hey, girl.
Hi.
Jesus. So good. But isn't it interesting that normally when I've come into a double eviction talking about it on this podcast, we've come into a double eviction and we're a little bit depressed and we're a little bit mad because our faves go home.
Hi,
hey,
Mortician.
Hey. But
Shout outs to Mortician.
Shout out to Mortician and Janae. Love you both. But I find that it's always interesting how the first part of a double eviction will set the tone for the entire double eviction. Because if I'm mad about who's on the block going into the first part of a double eviction, I always end up being mad about the double eviction. And if I'm not mad about who's on the block going into a double eviction, I always find that I end up loving the double eviction. And in this case, I loved the double eviction because I was like, cool, any of these people could go home. It's not Ashley Hollis. Therefore, I'm thrilled.
It's not Ashley.
It's not Ashley.
Really, only two people
literally,
I care about it.
It's not Ashley and it's not Morgan. Therefore,
I'm
good.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
The fact that we now have a 2 out of 5 chance of either Morgan or Ashley winning this season of Big Brother. And quite honestly, it's a lot higher than that because one of these people left in this house is not winning this damn season. So it's very lovely to see.
Honestly, kind of 2 of them.
At least 1, probably 2 is where
Like the only real we're probably getting another person of color winning. We're probably let's be
we're going to.
Odds are there.
We are going to.
I don't
going
want to
on
think
Yeah,
Brooke.
we've got our scenarios at the end. I think we'll
There
get
we
to
go.
scenarios at the end with what we
But
have for the rest of the season.
I will say, since the era of the diversity, equity, every season I will say to myself, oh, I think it's either going to be, I'll pick a man and a woman. And every season I've been right on one of those 2. My man and my woman preseason picks this season were Ashley and Keanu. So we're still lined up to kind of get that. We're still lined up to be correct every time since they've added more people of color, which I like that. I've clocked the guy or the girl. I'm always like, which guy and which girl do I think is going to have the best shot at winning? And one of them will usually not do well, but the other one will.
And I picked Vinny the lip and Catherine the nose ring.
Because I liked Ava preseason, but I did not think she was winning. I liked Ava. I didn't think she was going to be winning. I thought she was going to be a lovely 5th, which.
And also, importantly, we can confirm there will be another casualty in our draft tonight. We'll talk about who in a little bit. And also, I finally lost someone. It feels weird. Beside the point. So we go into this episode with the fallout from the veto ceremony. I'm going to make a long story short of most of this drama. We've already talked about what happened on Wednesday because most of this stuff was already stuff we had already seen.
We talked about it on Monday as well.
Monday.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
This was rehashing this was reheating the reheated
Moldy,
leftover
crusty
nachos. Like,
this
no. This was
retittle to the
nachos.
rebuttal of your retittal.
Of the retittle, literally. I'm retitling the retittle of your rebuttal. Shout out to JDS Hall. But no, this is nachos that were made out of leftovers you had in the fridge. Like when you do
the depression nachos.
These are the depression nachos when you just take everything that's been stuck in the fridge.
You grab that dusty bag of Santitas off the top of the fridge.
Exactly. And you just throw everything onto some chips, put some cheese on it just because you need to eat something, girl.
And you don't put it in the oven, you put it in the microwave.
Exactly. These 2 were giving in this episode. It's just like, God help us. Now, what I will say, I'm glad that we saw what we saw of the drama of this week.
So I wasn't keeping up with it as much this week. So
Okay.
I was much more of a casual this week.
fair. Well, because
You are a better casual than James Gunn.
Yeah.
Because I am the boom boom gun.
That part. But I was really intrigued to see what we were going to see. And the thing that I was most excited to see, because they actually showed, there were two things. One, they showed Ava Pearl in a negative light.
Yes.
Which I was genuinely surprised to see, because they have been editing Ava very, very kindly. Especially in the jury portion of the game, where she has been nothing but rude and disgusting, frankly,
So
in the house.
I haven't really been knowing what's going on with Ava and losing her fucking mind again. Because, you know, she was like, had a big dip, like, middle of pre-jury, came back up. And I think since post-jury and the whole Rachel thing, it seems like she's lost her fucking mind.
I think
She can't
and
talk
this is just me. Ava was kind of not playing this game to win-win. If she won, that was going to be awesome, but she also didn't really know how likely that was. She was playing the game to win America's Favorite House Guest, and then she realized it's either going to be Rachel or Keanu, and then she just lost her shit. And
then openly admitted on the feeds that Rachel ruined her shot of getting America's Favorite. Ava Pearl, baby, you were never going to get America's Favorite because you are no one's favorite. And let's make that very, very clear.
That's why I stopped doing her hat months ago.
Yeah, I mean, literally, Rachel would have had to have murdered someone's dog in the house for anyone else to have a shot. And even then, that would have been iconic enough for her to get it anyway. So,
Right.
Rachel would have had to get ejected
It's
to
true,
not win
Yeah.
America's Favorite.
Mhm.
yeah.
Also, Ava has been spending all of her time with like Kelly and Lauren, so I mean that just ups the crazy. the
And
crazy
then
factor.
you add on the crazy shit that Kelly's been saying, especially over the last week. It's like, girl, going back to Kelly, what Kelly said herself, the optics, girl, the optics. Like,
Are we talking about? Let's not talk about that. Are we talking about? No.
we're talking about all the things, girl. It's
But
so-
I already did my whole spiel on the whole layup debacle.
because there's plenty of other things I want to talk about in this episode.
I mean, of
and
course.
it's not Kelly Jorgensen.
Well, there's a lot to talk about. A whole lot.
Kelly
to talk
Goodison.
about.
I will
Kelly
say
Goodison.
I will say the segments that we got that is just rehashing everything. The thing that I love is the theme tonight was production turned on the bus. They aimed it right at Vince, and they just drove forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. I don't think they have buried a house guest this hard. I can't remember the time they buried a house guest this hard with the edit.
They watched
I was
that
going to say,
man
girl.
burn his game to the ground.
The
and
only
went,
other person I can think of that's been buried by a house this much has been Nessa Rose.
Honestly, the last person that comes to mind is, I hate you for that. The last person that comes to mind in a Big Brother sense.
Thank you for
that I
reacting
think-
5 seconds later, Logan.
Shut up, Esme. The last person that comes to mind in a Big Brother sense for me, honestly, would be Amira.
You think?
But
Like
even then,
that-
she wasn't like.
yes.
Just
I don't
like
think
the
she got,
sudden
like, fully-
shift.
But she didn't really
Yeah.
even get buried by the edit. It was more of
That's what
the
I'm saying.
leftovers happened, and they're like, "Oh, well, now we got to show her being a little bit more sneaky." But even then,
Well, that's
I
what
don't
that's
think-
what I'm saying. That's my point,
Oh.
Brooke. Like we haven't seen a shift like that
Mm-hmm.
in recent Big Brother, where the editors have just said, "Nah, fuck this person." Like, yes, the circumstances were that the leftovers formed, and then they immediately targeted Amira, but they had been showing Amira in a very positive light. And then they immediately had to show Amira in a negative light because of what was happening to Taylor at that point.
Mhm.
The thing
And
is,
then, like, it's interesting to see because, like, I think Keanu's being shown in a better light. I think it's been interesting that, like, the man they have started to focus a better light on is now Keanu over Vince, when earlier it was Vince over Keanu.
okay.
See,
Oh, yeah.
the way I loved seeing the Girls of Big Brother scene on last night's episode, because it really did show Keanu as like this, like, dear God, but this is fun kind of energy, and that was kind of what I think America needed to see from Keanu, really, because we've seen him as this like I'm going to game. I'm going to win. We haven't really got to see the lighter side of Keanu in the house. My big thing with this episode was I didn't mind, honestly, really anybody other than Vince during all of this. I think Ava talking about Vince being a shitty person and a whiny, complaining, manipulative asshole. Yeah. Accurate.
She set the tone.
She ate.
A broken clock is right
the
twice.
Morgan and Vince fight might be one of the absolute funniest things I have ever seen on this show, because Vince is saying, "Oh, Morgan, I don't think you care about my game. You did this, and now my number one ally is in the block. Like, you didn't put her up there, dumbass. Like, you didn't have all the power in the world to say no."
Did she hold a gun to your head and say, "Put Lauren up, or I'm gonna pull the fucking trigger"?
No.
Okay. And also,
But
she did not threaten to stop being your friend after this game, did not threaten to kill herself if you didn't put up Lauren.
Is that what
which
I
are two
missed that
things that
part?
Vince entirely did.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
also,
Vince-
that was
Vince
it.
literally did.
Yeah, and I know they're not going to show Vince saying that he would kill himself if Lauren went home on his HOH. Obviously, they're not going to show that. But I do
Drive
wish
off
it
of a
was-
specific cliff in the California Palisades.
Is that
That
what he
both
said?
of them know exactly where it is. Oh yeah, he
You
said that.
mentioned a specific
where
place.
he would drive off of a specific cliff where both of them know where it is because they live 30 minutes apart. He definitely said that, and they definitely wouldn't show it. Now, what was funny about this edit, I will say, is because this went on for a while. I don't know who else was watching on feeds, but as soon as I saw the fight went down, I pulled up feeds because I was like, I just need to see this go down. The way they move from both being on the bed to one on the bed, one on the couch, to then Vince going into the bathroom, to then Morgan following him into the bathroom. And then in the episode, you get the sharp cut. And then immediately you get the cut to Kelly and Lauren outside. And then all of a sudden, Morgan's in the shower.
I'm sorry.
Why are we fighting in the shower?
And this is why half of the people on this podcast thought Ashley won the HOH during the double, because Morgan was in the shower on TV.
Yeah. It's
exactly how it happened on the feeds, because like the two cameras were on Lauren and Kelly, and they could hear the fight going on in the HOH room, and they were just slowly walking towards the bathroom. Vince goes into the bathroom, then he closes the door. He closed the door.
Vince?
He did close that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Lauren can hear every word, and so she's crying. She's like bawling. And
this is the most emotion we've seen out of Lauren this season.
I was thinking that.
Like,
to be honest, in this scenario, I understand, because you're hearing these people argue
of
2
course.
fucking feet away from you, and it's kind of about you. Like,
yeah,
it's literally about
it's not even kind of. It's like it's not your fault, but you're the discussion of this conversation. So, like in this scenario, you're feeling it's kind of your fault.
I'm gonna have to say something. I never thought I would say something positive about her during this season, but Kelly being the person to tell them to knock it off.
Yeah.
As much as I am not a fan of Kelly or Lauren either, really, it was kind of pleasant. It was kind of likable. This is the only episode I have even remotely enjoyed Kelly at all this season. And it's so weird.
Yeah,
because if Kelly
very
hadn't
strange.
Like interrupted, Morgan and Vince probably would have gone on for another 30 minutes of her standing. She would have been standing with that fucking basket the whole time, and they would have just been going in circles.
And whenever she left, they cut this out. I think Vince said, like, get the fuck out of here. Like, he was so like he's like bad mouthed her behind her.
I literally went, oh, the Chen-Moonves is breaking up.
Yeah.
We all thought they were.
I was like, am I watching a couple break up? I mean,
it's been a soap opera for the entire week. Like
when they're on Days of Our Lives together as a fighting couple.
Oh, you know they're gonna be the extras in the background fighting.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be at a restaurant, and Morgan's gonna throw wine in his face in the background.
Is Vince gonna be wearing a beanie in the restaurant?
Oh, probably.
So importantly, though. We get that segment of the two of them arguing. We get another segment of Ashley and Keanu both deciding that if Lauren loses the blockbuster, she's going home because they don't want to deal with Lauren over Kelly because they think Lauren is worse for the games, and they're both correct. But after that fight, it did seem like if Lauren didn't win the blockbuster,
She was.
if Keanu. So the way it broke down by the end of tonight's episode, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong here, is if Keanu won the blockbuster, Lauren was going home by a vote of 3-1. If Kelly won the blockbuster, Keanu was going home by a vote of 2-2, with Vince breaking the tie to send Keanu home. If Lauren won the blockbuster, which we'll talk about because that's what happened. We saw what happened with Lauren winning the blockbuster.
Correct.
So
every blockbuster outcome meant that a different person was going home. How are we at Final 7 with Rachel Riley out of the game, and somehow the game is maybe the most interesting it's been all season, with these players that don't know how to play Big Brother, but all of a sudden somehow have learned how to play Big Brother?
It is so interesting because normally people talk, we talk about how feeds get boring and predictable right around this time. Girl, what is in their tap water? It must be turning the freaking frogs in, because what the
It's
fuck
the
is it doing
black
to these
mold
people?
that Jack's been talking about for months.
It's the black mold. It's California
Black.
Bay frog water. It's whatever we
Race.
want it to be at
Race.
this point. Like, genuinely, for some reason, this is the wrong time for everything. And believe me, I wanted to be there. I was right there with you with the race. Mid-talk, could not get there.
Oh no, you're fine.
In terms of everything, the blockbuster being here right now is horrible game design wise, but for some reason it's providing the most entertaining content. And
Y'all, can we just say, and I cannot believe I'm admitting this, Big Brother production was correct about the blockbuster lasting until Final 7, and I'm angry. They're not right very often.
I will.
For one-
I'm going to
For
say
one
no,
reason.
because if it's brought back next season and it goes to Final 7, it's not going to have the same effect. It's not going to be as
it's
well.
not.
I would agree.
This is lightning in a bottle that it works like this at Final 7, because these people are like on fucking Four Locos and Adderall. Like,
In 2 hours of sleep.
I would like to remind the room, though, this is also what we said about the AI arena in general last year, was that
Correct.
it wouldn't work with a different cast, and here we are.
I
looking
thought
at
it would.
And
I liked it. I think the thing is they should cut it at jury, because the only thing I'm really annoyed about is it basically gets, if it continues to go to Final 7, we are never getting a backdoor again. That will just be a thing that can't happen.
I would
Yeah.
agree.
There's
Yeah.
That
literally
is
no
my
way to
one
back it.
knock. The biggest way to fix this for me is we just need a pre-jury double eviction. That is all I'm asking for. At least one eviction without a blockbuster. Make it a double, so that way you can explain it away in the edit, so that way you don't have to confuse the casuals at home. Everybody wins,
Have
and it's
it
a
be-
nice way to balance the game out, so that way the strategists get a little bit more from this lean towards the comps with the blockbuster.
You know, have the double eviction be at the for this. The first person evicted in the double is this last pre-juror, and the first person is the next person is the first juror, and it's slipped that it's then kind of what it did
I
tonight.
want a double eviction in like week 3. I want these people to panic.
Ooh.
Like
they would
Do it week 1.
panic.
Could you imagine a week 1 double eviction?
Oh my gosh.
that'd be funny as hell.
It would be
Um,
funny.
If they ever do another All Stars, I think that could be a fun thing as a week 1
That
double
could be fun.
eviction.
The only thing I worry is that there's usually like a couple of people that like nobody really cares about, and so they just throw them up because they have no time and they don't want to make any big moves that early in the game.
Which is why I like Brook's suggestion of doing it like week 3, week 4, so that way you're at least like a couple of weeks into the game. There are some
Because Kelly
alliances
would have gone week
formed.
3.
Yeah,
Well, let's talk
literally.
about it real quick, right? Let's assume that week 4 this season, like week 3, so Adrian just got evicted, right? So instead of the Jimmy boot happening, right, that HOH is completely different because it's a double. Can we imagine how different that could have played out? Like, let's imagine. I mean, I don't know who would win the HOH in that situation.
But if it's
I'm
still
assuming they
Riley,
wouldn't let me use
would
the power because they wouldn't have
that
time to air it. But like,
Yeah, Riley still would have won HOH. So
Yeah, so
I think
then
Riley would
what,
have won
Mickey
HOH,
would've
but
won
I
home
don't
earlier.
think Morgan would have been able to use her power. It would have. So Morgan would have.
Mickey.
Mickey.
Sorry.
Mhm.
I don't think Mickey would have been able to use her power. It would have just been Morgan, Mickey, and Ashley on the block, and one of them going
And we would have
home.
lost probably Mickey at that point.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
Ashley.
the house is already over her.
Probably Ashley.
But here's the thing. Now we are really sad about that. And even though we liked Ashley all season, but I will say from a game perspective, and one that's also not going to be the same comp. We don't know what comp it would have been, right? But in the double, we don't have that entire week for these people to suddenly decide that one of their closest allies is bad for their game and get them out week 4, right? And also, we have the possibility of people being like, it's a double, they can't play in the blockbuster. Maybe we just put up Keanu and Kelly and guarantee that one of them go home. Or something.
Hypothetically speaking, yeah.
There's a lot of, but that's the thing, scenarios.
Exactly.
Scenarios.
Speaking of blockbusters, it is now time for our blockbuster competition. It is the classic Big Brother competition where they lean over the railing and they have to drop something into a tube. Once again,
and only one of them had to fucking do it.
But I would like to welcome you to the Steel Power Orbs for the Mastermind so he can bring his layer online competition.
The single best name of any competition ever. The single best production. Everything is forgiven. Everything is forgiven for this season. You know what? Every single thing is forgiven. This was the gag of the season, and I am thoroughly impressed. Thank you for this production. Thank you.
I really hope they reference this in like the final 3 HOH things. So somebody has to say Steel Power Orbs for the Mastermind so he can bring his lair online.
Absolutely.
And the Steel Power Orbs for the Mastermind so he can bring his lair online competition.
Like A or B, was the final blockbuster called A, the Power Orbs for the Mastermind so he can bring back his lair online, or B, something very similar?
I need lore.
That's being mid-sentence.
No. I need Lauren's question to be something with this now, so she can be like, I scored, or no, I need Kelly's to be this, to be like, I scored 3 orbs in the Steel Power Orbs for the Mastermind, so he can bring his lair online blockbuster competition.
I would also like to point out the previous names of this competition have been Around the Water Cooler, Can Do, because that was when they were dropping cans instead of balls, Lime Drop, Big Top Drop, Drive-In Drop, and then the Steel Power Orbs for the Mastermind so he can bring his lair online.
But up until this point, we have always known it as Clown Shoe. We can't call it Clown Shoe anymore. Now we have to call it Steel Power Orbs for the Mastermind so we can bring his lair online.
This isn't Clown Shoe. This isn't Clown Shoe. This is a different comp than Clown Shoe.
No, this is Clown Shoe.
No, Clown Shoe.
I mean, they had a clown.
This is basically Clown Shoe.
This is okay. So it's like the same
is Clown Shoe Plus
of the competition. This
is Clown Shoe Plus.
Yeah, so
Where are you on the Clown Shoe
pit, run over obstacles on thing, and then press button. This is run to ball pit, find ball, drop ball into.
This is Clown Shoe Plus, and I will not hear anything else about it.
So I have to say, this blockbuster, every time I see this challenge, I get so worried for the contestants because they're like leaning, like their center of gravity is going over that railing, and I'm like so worried for them.
It was interesting because during the episode, Scotty from Big Brother 20 posted again. He won this competition. He won the battle back with this competition. Posted online. He's like, so many people think like aim it like you're trying to throw it. Literally, your arm is a crane. Turn it into dead weight and drop it when the swaying is over the tube. That is all you have to do. And I'm like, noted, Scotty. Thank you for that tip. If I ever end up on Big Brother, because he did very well in this competition too. Not even just like winning it, like he crushed it.
And we saw that somebody did the right kind of move, was the only person that used 2 hands to drop the fucking ball.
It's like steadier aim over it. It seemed like Keanu was just like throwing it at the. I was like, is he throwing? He might be throwing. He said he tries to throw sometimes.
Mm-hmm. I don't think here because he knew that he could be going home in some scenarios.
Yeah.
I don't think he would throw it here.
I mean, I think he always thinks he has the votes. He's so delusional.
I honestly think he just didn't know what to do. And then when Lauren got so far ahead, he started rushing. And it just wasn't good for him. And I will say, for the first time since Big Brother fucking 4, by the way, it has been that long. A woman has won the Steel Power Orbs for the Mastermind so he can bring his Lair Online competition. Congratulations, Lauren.
The two
Oh, I'm
longest
sorry.
names have been won by the two comes with the longest names of this have been won by the women.
I apologize. I put the wrong name in the Blockbuster tag. Congratulations, Ottoman.
I was like, I know I didn't screw that up. Oh,
Goodbye.
no, I did. You're right.
Congratulations, Ottoman. Thank you, Ottoman. So, Ottoman wins the Blockbuster, and with that, we kind of knew where things were going. On the feeds, it had been made very clear, and even during the episode too, Vince said he knows that Ashley and Morgan are going to vote out Kelly if it's Kelly and Keanu on the block, and he wants Kelly gone. And you know what? Good. I think that is the correct decision because I don't want to deal with Kelly anymore. So
I personally, I'm sorry, if I was in house game-wise, I probably would have taken out Keanu here. Just because I know people don't like Lauren. Not Lauren. Well, they didn't like her either, but they didn't like...
People don't like Kelly, but at the same time, it's like Kelly will never win the game at the end of it. Keanu
will.
probably can comp out really easily.
Like, if you're...
I would
like,
be so...
If I'm
be
up here...
Go ahead.
And I'm like, who can... At this point, you should be thinking, who can I beat at the end? Because you're that close. I have a better shot at beating Kelly in that final two than Keanu.
I think that's true, but also, like, if you're in the final three and Kelly is one of those final three, in my mind, I'm like, I have to win this or else I'm gone. Because, you know, like, I think, like, they're going to always take Kelly.
yeah,
I think they're always going to take Kelly, though, because Kelly, I think, has no shot to win. I think she's the only person who had no shot to win the final two.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm Ashley or Keanu, I look at this and I say, look, if I'm Ashley, Kelly's taking the role I want to take, which is people are underestimating me for some reason and people don't think I can win when I definitely can. And I already have 2 friends on the jury who would vote for me over most of the people in this house. But, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But then when it comes to Keanu, I have to be thinking like this is somebody that can maybe beat me in a comp. If I do need to comp out my way to the end, it just makes sense. For Vince, obviously, I think it's a little bit more of a dicey decision because, granted, Vince has performed about as well as Keanu has in most competitions this season. But I will say I get it from either perspective, and especially considering he wants to try to pull more, Lauren in closer as we move into this double. But yeah, we do end up getting the votes breakdown pretty much exactly as we thought it was going to. With both Ava and Lauren voting to evict Keanu, and both Ashley and not Keanu. Yes, Keanu. And then Lauren and Ashley and Morgan both voting to evict Kelly. And then Vince cast the tie-breaking vote, and by a vote of 3-2, also the first tie-breaking vote since Big Brother 24, I believe, is what I saw.
25?
Yeah, I think 24 is what I saw online, was Big Brother 24. But by a vote of 3-2, Kelly is evicted and becomes your 3rd member of the jury. And I gotta say, Kelly in this eviction interview was the most entertaining I have found her all season.
Yep.
Truly. I was like, where did all of this charisma come from, Kelly Jordan?
I think maybe she, like, just the stress of the game probably washed off in that exact moment. And she's like, I don't have to put on a face anymore.
I can banter with Julie now, I guess. Yeah.
Right. Like, and I get that even, like, in that scenario, if you're just talking, you're still kind of putting on a face that whole time you're in the game because you have to be.
Yeah.
So in that scenario, she's just like, let me make sure I don't say anything stupid. So on live television, well, she already has, but
Annoying.
Yeah, exactly. At least she dragged Vince on her way out, and so I can give her those.
I had a
flowers.
final 2 with Vince, a final 3 with Vince and Adrian, and a final 4 with Vince, Adrian, and Riley, and he's now had a hand in all of us being evicted. Period.
You know, I will say all of those are correct. She did not lie one time in any of those statements. But I will say, girl, you only outed like about 3% of his alliances in that.
I was gonna say,
but that's
like,
all
Adrian,
she was involved in. That's all she was
True.
involved in. So that's all she could have outed.
But like Adrian was like gone week 3, so I'm like, girl, that is
But
like
still-
very
but
early
still-
info.
Yes, I agree with that, Michael. But on that point too, that shows how far back Vince has been playing the entire house. that shows how early Vince has been just playing everybody in this house. So especially for Morgan and Ashley, in the context of the judges here, they might have thought, oh, Vince has been playing this like two-sided thing since the Morgan and Lauren thing popped up. No, baby. He's been playing this since week 3, voting out Adrian, when he didn't need to vote out Adrian. Adrian would have been voted out regardless. He could have given a sympathy vote to Adrian. That would have been an easy thing for him to do.
I was about to say, let's not forget, the reason Adrian went home that week is because Zach and Vince both decided to evict Adrian over Will. Had that not happened, this season would look very different.
Correct.
Because
it's not like Adrian would have just been the next person
and
out.
Lauren would have evicted Will. And
oh my gosh. Was that the last time Ava played the game? Because I remember she convinced Vince and Zach to switch their votes over because they were flipping on Will. I mean, and then she flipped them back onto Adrian.
Week 5, when she was HOH, she played pretty well. I'll give her that.
Oh, fair. That was a good HOH.
And then she gave up.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Then she basically just gave... once again, Kelly had the potential to do anything in this game. And literally, we see her on the way out do something she could have done like 2 or 3 weeks ago and actually change the game. Mm-hmm. It's literally that simple.
I will say this. My personal favorite part of this entire eviction interview was when we're watching Kelly's goodbye messages. Vince comes on the screen. She just goes... Doesn't even watch the damn screen. And the crazy thing is she listened to Morgan's speech, and she seemed like she genuinely appreciated it. I'll tell you right now, this eviction has single-handedly cost Vince this game. He cannot win it.
Yeah.
I think the reason why she reacted to Morgan's reaction is because, like, Morgan didn't backstab her, but they just were not on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
Like, correct. And that's the thing is, Morgan was always up, or not like upfront about fully what she was doing, but like, she always knew where she stood with Morgan pretty well, and was like, Morgan's gonna take me out at some point. If she would have won HOH, she'd probably I may not be her target, but I would definitely be on the block, and she'd be okay if I went home.
And she sees like everything that Vince is doing is like Morgan like puppeteering him, because she said like probably like 5 times, Morgan gets what Morgan wants, like, and so she sees Morgan as like the puppet master.
Which
I mean, if the boot fits.
Let's hope that. But is he the puppet master, or is Raven Walton the puppet master of this season?
No one can unseat.
Not inverted spine. Not inverted spine.
With her GPA in dance, absolutely not.
Her GPA a former Olympian Raven Walton.
Former Olympian Raven Walton.
Member Raven Walton.
Her mother's in Mensa, and she is too. And she is too.
Struck by lightning twice, right?
I will say, going into the second half of this double, I had a good feeling that Ashley was pretty safe, but I was most worried about where Ashley's positioning would be, because I actually thought Kelly was a really great final 2 pick for Ashley, and we heard them have a conversation earlier in the episode where she was like, okay, Kelly, maybe Kelly is the right person for me to take out, or to take to final 2 with me. So I was a little bit worried when Kelly ultimately decided to take out, or when Ashley ended up deciding to take out Kelly here in the first part of this double. So I was really worried to see where Ashley was going to end up falling. I think ultimately here, Ashley's maybe in the best position in the house right now. And that makes me really happy going forward.
Yeah. If Vince wins, or let's just say, if Vince wins, it's she's a renob at the end if the veto's used, but doesn't go. I don't think would go home in that scenario. If Keanu wins, I think it's, again, she's probably the 3rd renom.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that
if Ava wins, I think she's like the 3rd renom for maybe everybody.
I was writing it down, like whoever wins HOH this next one, like what the situations are. In my opinion, I really only think if Vince or Keanu, maybe she's the initial nom, but it's kind of iffy. There's one definite person with Vince and Keanu. They'll put up Ava. And then it's kind of like, who does Vince put up? He might put up Ashley. He might put up Keanu. And then Keanu's like, He might put up Morgan. He might put up Ashley.
I think he would probably put up Keanu, and I think
Vince and
would
Keanu put up each other.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Oh, for sure.
Like, I think Ava's on the block no matter what. Ava's in the most danger next week, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So importantly, though, we do get the mastermind making another appearance during before the double, telling everybody that it's a double that they already knew was happening. No one
because they all predicted it was a double.
They all predicted it.
They always predict
somebody
it.
thought maybe a battle back. I was like, oh god, could you imagine if they do a battle back?
I would laugh so damn hard.
Yes, because I want Rachel back in the game.
Now, next week is going to be a gag for them. So, but I think that's the only time I think they might be surprised, or a pre-jury, like you said, are like the only two times I think they would be genuinely shocked that a double hit.
You know, we were going to have a shocking moment when there was a triple, but they didn't fucking hide it.
They were gagged.
Could you? That's like the cherry on top of how shit All Stars was. Is that that production fucking fumbled their triple eviction by revealing it early to the house guests?
It's sad when like the best moment of that season is Davon won the veto.
The tiny veto.
Yeah, the tiny veto.
And then
one of my favorite lines of that entire season is Davon saying, "I know it's little and micro, but it still counts."
But it still counts.
But it still counts. And I cannot believe that Big Brother Twitter did not try to make that a meme. That is like the most Big Brother Twitter friendly thing I have ever heard in my life. Especially because it's Davon. Like, you would think if anybody else
but it's because it's
we
Davon.
memed everything else from Davon. Why don't we meme that?
Now wait a damn minute. What are we doing here? But
he won the veto mostly
next
next to me.
The beginning of the next HOH.
Yes. So
true. I thought this was a great HOH. I thought this was a great HOH for the double as well.
Yeah.
So Reckless Reactor previously has been used as a blockbuster, most recently last season. But they got this
shout out to Rubina.
Shout out to no, Mackenzie won this one.
I think it was Rubina.
Fuck off, Mackenzie. No, it was Rubina. This was Rubina.
This is the comp where Rubina looked to the left and paused, and had she not done that, she would have won.
Fuck you, Mackenzie.
This is the Cedric eviction boo. Shout out
what
to
did Mackenzie do now?
Beside the point. Basically, you roll a ball up a flat-ish ramp, and you try to land it in this carpeted zone. If it rolls off the edge, the ball is out of play. You have to go under this bar to go grab another one. If it rolls back to you, because it is on this much of an incline, you can roll the ball again. And the first person to land 5 balls in that carpeted area first and hit a button wins the HH. I got to tell you, watching this comp live was such a fun experience because there was never any point where I was worried that worst case scenario was going to happen. It was between Morgan, Ashley, and Keanu the entire time. It was beautiful.
And mostly between Morgan and Ashley. And I said, "Oh my God, Ashley!" And then it wasn't.
I kind of wanted Ashley to win just so Ashley would get a HOH win.
I want her to spruce up that resume because, like, I'm worried that the jury does not respect her.
No, the jury doesn't respect her. That's the problem. Is like she's going to have to put in so much Elle Woods work in the final 2 speeches, and I know she can. That's the thing is we know she can. I don't want her to have to do that much.
And it's a shame because I feel like she's playing the best of everybody in this end game here. So
yes.
She just needs like 1 or 2 more comp wins, and I think then she could really take it.
Well, plus side for Ashley is that 1, Morgan's not playing in this next competition, and it's an endurance comp, which out of the people that are left in the house, her and Vince are probably the best suited for an endurance comp. So hopefully Ashley will be able to bring this one home. We'd love to see it. I will also say every single person in this final 5 wants Ashley in the final 4. All of them do. So hopefully she should be fine moving into this. We'll talk about it. But like we mentioned, Morgan wins the HOH. I read Ava's name on one of the little banners we have over here, and it completely screwed with me. Yeah, so Morgan wins the HOH. Fun part about this was half of our panelists, not going to name names, thinking that Ashley won this competition for about 20 seconds, and then realizing as we went to commercial that Morgan won this competition, which I find very fun.
Say their names.
You and Jack.
I did
No.
not think no.
Diva.
I
Oh,
don't-
hold on. I
don't
have
know what
received.
you
I
read
said
or
no.
saw.
What you're not about to do is here. No. Because I said Ashley
Michael,
motherfucking
they're
Hall is
fighting.
safe
Mike,
because
I'm
Morgan is
scared.
HOH. That is what I said. I said Ashley is safe because Morgan is HOH. I never once said Ashley was HOH. Check the fucking receipts, bitch.
Okay,
What
maybe
you're not
Morgan,
gonna
but
do is
Jack
slander
definitely
mine and
did.
Jack's name. What you're not going to do is slander my name. You can slander Jack's name all you want if Jack was wrong.
I wasn't either. I don't know
Okay.
where that came from.
Well, then you're not going to slander my partner's name either. That's my Amazing Race partner right there. You're not going to slander their name either.
I'm everyone's Amazing Race partner.
But you were mine first. Fuck off everyone else.
That's
everyone
fair.
else, fuck off.
Okay,
I'll
besides the
take Michael
point.
and Brooke can.
Oh, so now you're not going to bring up the receipts.
I mean, I have them, but quite frankly, I feel like we're already 45 minutes in and we still have nominations, veto, and an eviction to talk about. Also, the twist at the end.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
that's
we should
okay.
try to slander.
Yeah.
Maybe we should try to drag Logan's good name to the mud.
Besides the point, Morgan wins the HOH. We come back. We have the nomination ceremony. Her nominees are Lauren and Keanu. Sure. Can't falter for it. Sure.
I would like it to be known to the world, because someone brought it up here, that all I said in our group chat was Ashley motherfucking Hollis is safe, bitches, after Morgan won. Those are the exact words that I used, because she was safe, because Morgan won. So if bitches are going to start shit, I'm going to end it. And I thank you.
I will again repeat, whatever. Beside the point.
You got Brooke. It's okay.
What was that?
And they did.
Esme?
And I thank you.
Nothing.
Moving forward. So we have the veto competition with it is Master Find, I believe is what they decided to call it this time around.
It's Where's Waldo?
Yeah, it's Where's Waldo.
Where's the
basically,
mastermind?
yeah. Historically, this has been a knockout comp where they have like the 3 panels and the person who answers first wins, eliminates, and then picks again. But this time we decide to not make it a knockout comp, which is fine with me, I guess. Mastermind.
Final 5 I enjoy. I think if it's earlier on, I think if it was like a final 7 comp, we get like a 4-way tie in this. So you do need to knock people out.
Mm-hmm.
I really thought I said it was going to be a 4-way tie, because we had a 4-way tie basically up until the end. And I was
We
like,
had a 5-way tie basically up until the end.
okay, I was like, okay, these bitches are doing good.
Yeah, so Ava got the second one wrong. Vince got, I believe, the 4th one or 5th one wrong. So we're going into
4th,
the 6th.
I think you were right with that first one, 4th wrong. Yeah.
Either way, we go into 6 and everybody else is still tied. And then literally half of them just get the 6th one wrong because the mastermind is this tiny little dot in the middle of B. And also they put it super close to that dividing line between A and B. So that way you had to really pay attention to those lines. But ultimately we do get down to a tie between Keanu and Morgan. With them getting all
Either
7
way, I'm
questions
thrilled.
correct.
Either way,
Again, at this point, I'm just cackling with joy. The second
My
Vince
thought
lost his
process
veto,
here
I didn't
was-
give a damn who won, because at that point it was, well,
Me
Lauren
too.
uses the veto, takes herself off, Ava goes up, Ava's probably gone. Vince, Keanu wins the veto, takes himself off, Ava goes up, Lauren goes home.
Yeah,
Any
so
literally
actually,
wins the veto,
the-
uses it on Keanu, Ava goes up, Lauren goes up. Like literally any situation other than Vince winning this veto was beautiful, and I did not care.
Like literally
But-
worth the only bad case scenario was Vince using the veto. So literally I was like, as soon as he got a question wrong, I was like, you little bitch.
Yeah,
It's great.
when it came down to these two, I thought the same outcome was going to happen, because I wouldn't have been shocked if Morgan then pulled Keanu down and put Ava up, because there was a thing where she had said before it went to commercial, even before she made nominations, was to Ava, do you want to be in, like, do you want to put up front or afterwards? So I was like, okay, I think no matter what she's planning on having, she wants like an Ava Lauren fate at the end, because that ensures Lauren going home. Because if not, if it was Keanu and Lauren, I think Keanu goes.
Well,
Because Vince
I don't. Yeah, probably.
Vince evicts Keanu and Ava evicts Keanu.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
But importantly, we get down to this tiebreaker question. And it's how many seconds were they on the wall during the wall comp from the beginning of the competition to when Catherine fell off the wall? They cannot do math. Or at least Morgan cannot do math.
It lasted 2 minutes, apparently, according to Logan.
Yeah.
I think she threw it. I think she
had to have thrown it because she looked really happy when like Kiana got like.
And she was doing math, and I think at one point she just realized, like, let me just throw it. Like, I think she was debating if she was going to throw it or not, and then just decided to because you see a 60 up in the corner, and that looks like she was about to start doing math, and then she's just like, let me actually not.
I promise you, if Morgan didn't throw this veto, she needs to quit any sort of career period. Because what do you mean you're going to answer 2 minutes for the wall comp?
I will say
I can see a defense.
I was about to say, I thought she might have been trying to Price is Right this situation of being like, well,
and ultimately they both did.
Well, no, they both were way under. Well, they were both way under. But to be fair, Keanu was like, oh, I think he put in like 1,800.
He put in 1,800 immediately, thinking it was about 30 minutes. My guess as to what Morgan was doing at a point was, hey, I believe it's 120 minutes. And then she put down 120, not realizing that she needed to multiply by 60.
Gotcha.
Because she's not a fan. So honestly, you know what? Honestly, that's not a bad speculation because she's not a fan. So she may have been like in the panic of everything going on. She might not have heard in seconds.
She would have been over though if she put in 2 hours though. It was like an hour and a half, right? It was
an hour and a half, yeah.
Yeah, it was just over
like any good Big Brother fan needs to know that you multiply whatever number of minutes you need by 360. That's what you need to do for this comp. Anyone watching this, Big Brother fans, multiply by 360.
And then take a chunk of it off. So you're just
memorize 360 and then subtract a chunk. And that's your answer.
Yeah. Because you don't want to guess it right away, because then you could definitely be over. Like it's better to
because let's be real. A tiebreaker is always in seconds. It has never I don't think it has ever not been in seconds.
And if it isn't, that's easier.
Exactly. Just memorize 360 and then multiply it by the number of minutes you want to guess.
Yeah. Or
just guess.
Yeah.
And that's what Keanu did, and that's what got him a veto. So
yeah. I do think Morgan threw because I think in the scenario she realized it's me and Keanu. He's saving himself. I don't have to now save Keanu and then I don't have
to put blood on my hands 100%.
And I mean, I'll be quite honest with you. I don't think she should have even tried to win this veto. I don't think she really needed to. I think she should have tried to win it if Vince was getting close, and she should have. If it was Vince and her the tiebreaker, absolutely go for it. I legitimately think she didn't know if people were able to see her or not in that competition, like in the booth, and she wanted to make it look like she did her best throw job possible. And again, quite honestly, if you don't know math or anything like that, the safest answer is to just put 1, because then at that point you're not going over, and you're guaranteeing that if they go over, you're going to win. Bowie Jane won a tiebreaker by doing, again, she didn't do it on purpose, but doing this, by doing the exact same thing here. If this was a Felicia answer,
and you put 69. Like,
yeah, if you're gonna throw, also, go the full June and just put like $1 billion. So
right, like,
I mean, of course,
be so obvious that you're throwing.
Like, because they're not gonna. Julie's never
just start
gonna
writing
stay
a number pi without a decimal.
Exactly. Can you put pi as an answer? Do you think
they would just approximate it to 3? Like, let's be real.
Former Dracula contestant Pi?
Absolutely. No, I'm like, just draw Pi really, really quickly.
Draw Pi,
yeah. Draw him in the, I don't know, his promo look or something. I don't know.
The little
only look that is coming to mind right now is the New Year's baby look, and like,
imagine if you had that memorized in the Big Brother house after like 70 days. Could you imagine?
Really? But of course, Keanu uses the veto on himself, and our replacement nominee is Ava. Again, unsurprisingly. So we go into this.
News. I love good news.
Wake up and hear the good
Perfect.
news, everyone. We
Yeah.
are winning this week. So Ava and Lauren are on the block. Vince only has one vote. And not gonna drag it out here. We get some really, I will say, these eviction speeches were very nice and very sweet.
Yes.
So Ava being very genuine with how much she cares about Lauren, Lauren being very genuine about how much she cares about the game. But I think they both knew where this was going and what was going to happen. And by a vote of 2-1, oh, sorry, again, we have the banners just incorrect. I'm so sorry. My apologies, the banners.
You don't need to do. No, I'm not allowing it. I'm so sorry. Let this girl. No, you can do it for her HOH. You can do
Let
it
this
for
girl
her.
rest in peace.
Let her go out as herself. Lauren was evicted by a vote of 2-1.
This one's got a little sweetness to it.
I mean, to borrow a quote from one of our panelists who could not be here tonight, Brandon, by Lauren, you won't be missed. That's just the way I look at it. You know, I don't care if Ava said that she's not boring. All I saw was blah, 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 blah on the feeds. It wasn't entertaining content. She is in the way of my faves making it to the end. She seems like a lovely gal. She seems like a sweetheart. But at the end of the day, have fun in the drink house for another week. You know what I mean?
I think my main problem with Lauren is that she always seemed very scared to play the game. And she always was very timid in every single conversation. All the ums and the ahs, honestly, I think are just her nervousness when she's like talking to people. And it made any game conversation last like 30 minutes to an hour for like to say 2 or 3 things. I honestly, she seems like a really nice girl, but I don't think she should have been cast. I don't think she had the fortitude. I don't think she had. Yeah, she just didn't have the fight to kind of. You need that killer instinct. You need to go for the kill at some point, and she just did not have that in her.
The hypothetical, if she were to come back, which I don't know if she would.
Let's not.
I think she would do a lot better. I could see her doing a lot better. I think a second go around, she would probably do better and probably see what she did because she is a fan of the show. See that she maybe wanted to do a little bit more. Come out of her shell. I think she would come out of her shell in like a second season.
She's got. Yeah. Jack, go ahead.
I mean, I see a lot of myself in how Lauren played when I started playing these games pretty heavily, like 3-4 years ago, of like being pretty skittish, not like wanting to rock the boat. And unfortunately, she basically never had a shot at winning because she was afraid to make any sort of move or make any sort of decision. And like, that's just something you learn via growing up. And unfortunately, if she gets cast like 2-3 years later, probably a really, really great competitor. Right now, just not the time.
Mm-hmm.
I would also like to add again, I've been rather harsh to Lauren tonight, and honestly, on and off these past couple weeks. I want to be very clear.
Yes.
Out of all of the people that have been in the house that I'm not a huge fan of this season, I don't dislike Lauren. In terms of an entertainment value to the season, she didn't bring me much. It's the same way I treat Casey Clark, okay? And that's good company to be in because Casey is very successful as well. For me, she wasn't very entertaining. I will say that she seems like a lovely person. I have never seen her say anything bad about anyone really outside of game-related things in that house. She seems like a sweet, sweet human being. Honestly, I equate her a lot to Adrian. I think they are both lovely, seem like lovely people, and they just seem like they... I mean, Adrian had more of a game sense, I think, than Lauren did in terms of like...
But I also think like if Lauren went when Adrian, like let's say Lauren went when Adrian did, I think the conversation around Lauren would be a lot different. I think people would be like, I would like to see her back because she seems, it would be a very different conversation.
Mm-hmm.
It does just kind of feel like she overstayed a little bit. Like I would, like if she had left 2 weeks ago, I think I would think that would have, if she was juror number 1, that's what it kind of felt like she was supposed to be.
There's a phenomenon.
Kind of made it a little bit further. I
think there's a phenomenon every Big Brother season. I feel like it's right around 6 where like there's like a pretty young woman, always like going out, and they have like little to no impact on the season.
Alyssa
'Cause I'm thinking-
Lopez, Leah Peters.
I was gonna say no. As much as I love her fiercely, I was gonna say Rubina instead of Leah. To be honest with you, because
Yeah.
Leah had impact.
Leah actually
Rubina-
like was
I-
involved
I-
in some of the
Rubina-
story.
I love
right?
Rubina. I love Rubina fiercely, but like Leah was very, very, very crucial to a lot of the social game going on in the late pre-jury into the jury portion of BB26. Like Leah was very, very crucial to the game. I love Rubina. I think Rubina's a fierce girl. But once Tucker got evicted, she kind of really didn't have any kind of storyline other than trying to win comps to win her safety. But I think ultimately what Lauren's story is going to be for this season is a sweet girl. She's going to be remembered as an absolute sweetheart who just kind of time and time again put her trust in the wrong person. And ultimately, like even she said in her eviction speech, maybe I should have put my trust in somebody else earlier in the season.
Mhm.
And if she went out trusting the wrong person over and over again, at least she went out trusting someone and putting her trust in someone. And if that is paramount to the way she wanted to come in and play the game, then so be it. I don't mind Lauren. I think Lauren is an absolute sweetheart. I'm excited to maybe get to meet her at some point because she seems like a sweet girl.
Mhm.
And I'm going to root for anybody who's a super fan. I'm
Yeah.
always going to root for a super fan. So there was always a little bit of me that wanted Lauren to go further and wanted Lauren to do really well in this season. But I think right now is exactly where
She just needed a little bit more
Lauren needs
bite.
to go.
Mhm.
I think she had a lot of the pieces. It just
She
Some of
has
them-
so much potential.
she has a lot of the pieces, but it's like some of them aren't to the same puzzle.
And I agree with what you said earlier, Esme. I think honestly, I'm not even going to say maybe if Lauren comes back. I'm going to say if there is a second chances season here in a couple of years, I say bring Lauren back, to be honest with you. I think
Stay
Lauren
tuned
in a
for
couple
our,
of years.
Stay tuned for the upcoming fan casting of Big Brother Second Chances, which is something we have been
Which-
planning for quite some time.
We are
yeah.
planning to do. I don't know if Lauren will make my list because I have a lot of people in mind.
So
But-
many good choices.
There's so many good choices. But if Lauren were to come back for another season here in a few years, I agree with you, Esme. I do really think she would. I really think Lauren is the kind of person and the kind of fan of Big Brother that is really going to take the time after the season to reflect on what she did in the house and really understand where she went wrong. And if given another opportunity on really any reality show,
I could see her
learn
doing well
from
in the
those
challenge.
mistakes. I don't
Oh,
know.
Oh, the challenge would cast her in a heartbeat. Oh my!
Oh yeah, they will,
They-
but I don't
they-
want her on there because
They
the
would
challenge is
cast her in a
dying.
heartbeat.
Like
but
she's a
I love her,
challenge
and
log.
she's not going to do well. She does not read
Oh.
to me as someone who will do well, but maybe
Jack,
not.
she would devour that show. She would eat it up.
She was struggling with the stairs.
Oh, I'm not talking about physically. In terms of as someone, let me put it this way: she would do the big T of going home pretty early her first season. They bring her back because somebody dropped last minute and she's available and able to come, and then she somehow makes it to like right before the final and becomes an audience favorite.
Oh, put her
That's
on
exactly
a
what would
season.
happen.
Put her on a season with Jordan and Johnny Bananas, and she'll make it to a final.
Mhm.
Sure.
Let's be real.
Sure. Hey, it worked for Jenny twice.
Don't remind me about that bitch. Anyway,
Okay. Beside the point, though, we do have to get into our draft update because for the first time in a hot minute, somebody is out of here.
Pull
So
the liver.
pull the lever, Kronk. So after this eviction of Lauren, we can say goodbye to Lewis. Lewis has officially been eliminated from the draft. Thank you so much,
Bye,
Lou, for participating.
Lou.
Bye, Lewis.
Lou has now joined Kamorian and Team the Cup in our eliminated combatants area. And for the first time this season, I have lost a competitor because Kelly has also been
Thank
eliminated.
God.
Thank God. Honestly.
Wait,
I've been
you
wanting
mean-
Kelly out since like
wait.
week 4, so I'm thrilled.
wait. You mean the 5 people that have done Big Brother coverage the most this season are the 5 people left in the draft?
Oh, you don't say. So, left in our draft, I have Ashley motherfucking Hollis.
Good for you.
Lana has Morgan.
Good for
Strong
Good
choice.
for Lana.
Yeah.
Logan has Vinny the Lip.
No. Hey,
You could've-
I'm still in. I almost swapped for Rachel. So I'm still in,
True.
though. I'm still in.
Esme has Keanu.
I feel like that is the middle of the road one. I feel like right
Yeah.
in this middle. I feel that's good.
And
That's
Jack has Ava Pearl.
I can't win a jury vote.
Pretty
Jack's
much.
in danger.
Literally just put
I'm
Jack.
fucked.
Jack-
I'm just here.
No, it's like Jack's new tagline. Jack can't win a jury vote.
And when I lend a helping hand to Jack and offer up a trade,
Oh, not this.
The trade?
Not for that.
This
Not
trade?
for her.
There's trade?
Not on this podcast. Anyway.
are you
So,
are you
can we-
telling me I'm not straight?
No.
So,
No.
importantly,
Quickly.
so much happened in the last like 10 minutes of this episode. So first off, we get our surprise guest for Big Brother Unlocked, which is again probably the biggest grab they've had on Big Brother coverage ever.
Ever.
James Gunn,
Work.
which noted Big
How?
Brother superfan James Gunn. This is common knowledge if you're a fan of the scene loves Big Brother. But shout outs to Taylor Hale, the impact of Taylor Hale. She reached out
Yeah.
to Williams. They chatted.
Crazy
That's how
Paul.
James Gunn is here. James, I know you've been a fan of Big Brother since Big Brother 1, but you need to get better taste in the house guests you like, my guy. You cannot be telling me that you like Keanu, Vincent, Lauren more than Ashley and Morgan. I can't hear that. I'm kidding. But mostly.
And he liked season 16? He liked
Yeah,
season
that was
16.
the other one. I'm like,
What?
I will say, in terms of the people on that cast, the cast of 16 is lovely. I love a lot
They're
of them.
fine. It was
Yeah.
boring, though. We knew the winner at week 3, so.
Yeah, pretty much. So we get that news. We also get told that we knew that this Friday was going to be the last episode of Unlocked, but Brittany Haynes is also going to be on this episode of Unlocked. Yay, love Brittany. But then the big announcements. So first off, we knew this Sunday episode was going to be happening at 10. That's been known for a while. Normal Sunday episode for the most part, but the Wednesday episode is going to be a veto and an eviction on Wednesday, leading into what I hesitate to say, because Big Brother has burned me in the past, might be one of the best production decisions I have seen in a long time, which is a entirely live Final Four on Thursday in a 90-minute episode. We're getting the HOH nominees, veto ceremony, and eviction all on Thursday at Final Four, which also means we are going to also get to see live someone realizing that they are getting voted out at Final Four. I cannot fathom them actually doing this, because historically even, they have always given them like a day between the veto and the veto ceremony for 4, even during the fast forward weeks between the eviction. Oh no, it's happening in like 10 minutes after you get vetoed off the block and you're going home. So
you
we
mean
are
they're
basically getting a
kind of-
double eviction on Thursday.
So you mean they're kind of doing an old school double eviction?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes! I live.
So
I'm cool
that would leave us at 3 heading into our finale. Finale is not this Sunday, but next Sunday. We have 10 days left of Big Brother, you guys.
Thank
And technically
God.
9. It'll be 9 in about 30 minutes, East Coast.
Thank God.
So also importantly, in about 5 minutes, 11:30, we are starting, allegedly 11:30 is when feeds are coming on. It's never an exact science with feeds. But Final 5 HOH is an endurance comp, and it is going to be shown on feeds. Please let it be the spinny disc comp.
I was
Please let
thinking,
it
is it
be
going
the
to be
spinny disc
the...
comp.
If it's spinny disc, I think Ashley has it in the bag, y'all. I don't
Yeah.
know about you, but
Oh,
like,
exactly. I don't want her to win this HOH because I'm worried
I
about
do.
her at 4. I'm worried about her at 4. I think she's fine at 5. I don't think she should win 5. I think she should win 4. But if she does win 5, I'm not going to complain. I'm just worried. That is all.
I'm not gonna make my guess on who I think is winning.
no,
If I
Esme,
say I'm
don't
gonna
you
get
dare. Absolutely not, Esme. don't you dare say anything about who's going to win this HOH. Because the last time you did, you said Riley.
And you were right.
Oh, gross.
And you were right.
A lot of my predictions have been right, and I've been upset about them this season.
Yes, so don't.
My prediction is, drum roll, please. No, I want to go last.
Okay. Yeah, based on the fact that this is an endurance comp, it's probably going to come down to Ashley and Vince if I had to guess.
If it's the spinning one, I think Keanu's definitely out for sure.
Yeah, I think Keanu's not making it through that. I could see Ava doing okay at that comp, but also she's not going to care enough. I'm going to say unfortunately, I think Vince is probably going to win this HOH.
No.
I was saying I'm worried. If it's an endurance, Vince showed that he's really good at endurance earlier in the
On the
season.
wall comp.
Yeah.
Like, I would say Vince, probably. This is my prediction. It's Jack.
Okay.
I'm going to say Ashley mainly as a hope of like, hey, we made a lot of really good progress tonight. Let's keep it going. Let's get Ashley a good win.
Be amazing.
I'm very afraid that Vince could win.
Imagine the HOH is pressure cooker.
The thing is,
At
by how it was
4? At
described,
5?
by how it was described, it kind of sounded like it could be.
Oh, feeds were on a very, very adorable golden retriever with a cone on his head, and now it's a rabbit, which is like fine. But I'm very sad that it's not a golden retriever anymore.
Aw.
Mhm.
Well, Logan, who's your prediction for the HOH?
Ashley motherfucking Hollis. Next question.
Mike?
I hope it's Ashley, but it might be Vince. Sorry, but it might be.
All right. Esme, who are you cursing us with?
There's like...
Just say Morgan. It's fine. Just say
No.
Morgan.
No.
She can't win. It's fine.
She can't win.
No.
Let Esme curse us properly.
There's like a pit in my stomach right now, and it's bubbling up, and it's telling me Ava.
Honestly, would not be the worst outcome of the week.
That's not the worst outcome because I don't think Ava would put up.
Ava wouldn't
Ashley,
evict Ashley. She would put up Keanu and Vince. She'd put up
I think she'd
Keanu
put
and
up
Vince.
Keanu and Vince. She hates Keanu, and she hates Vince. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
But yeah,
No,
I think
Ava for the
I
HOH would be actually lovely.
I remember
It would be
last time
delightful.
I made a guess. Nobody
Because I
else
think
guessed
she's
who
good
I
for-
did.
Well, now she
So-
doesn't have Kelly or Lauren, so I'm assuming she's going to go back to Morgan and Ashley, which is what I hope she does. Because even if we don't like Ava, her winning HOH would be lovely. Oh my God, Ava HOH guarantees that Vince or Keanu goes home?
Yeah, because her renom
much.
would be Morgan over Ashley.
Ashley.
Guaranteed.
Yeah,
Because
that's
Ava
that'd
is-
be lovely.
Because for everybody
So,
else,
like,
Ava is like that
Is it
easy
that bad that I
nom,
predicted
if she's not
Ava?
the easy
Like-
nom.
That's
Is it
actually
that
a great
bad that
pick.
I predicted Ava?
No,
so
because I want
importantly,
Ava to
though,
go the most out of everyone left.
I want Vince gone.
I mean,
I can't
I
go
don't
want-
for the draft.
valid,
I want
but like,
Vince. I want Vince cut at final 3. Let's make it
Yes.
as juicy as possible.
I want him cut
but
at
then
the
they're
final
gonna
four
call
live.
Vince
I
our
want him cut
final
live
three
at final
fallen
four.
angel. I cannot deal with that bullshit. I can't.
I want him cut in the Kyland fashion at final 4.
Oh.
Please. And Morgan
Okay.
is the one to evict him. Oh, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Morgan
And
chooses
Keanu
Ashley over
wins the
Vince.
HOH. Keanu wins the HOH. Ashley and Vince are on the block, and Morgan evicts. Oh, please. I'm sad.
Ashley is HOH and picks Keanu over Vince. That's the scenario I want.
Oh, I would see it.
If
Now,
Ashley
importantly-
only wins week 1 veto and the final HOH,
She's on that Paris.
I'm here
track,
for it.
honestly.
But if she's in a final 2 with Keanu, I'm really worried that Rachel's like gonna push for Keanu because Rachel loves Keanu.
but I think I do genuinely think in that scenario. Let's talk about that scenario. Actually, I actually don't think it matters. I don't think it matters what Rachel does. To be honest with you, I think Ashley has the vote. Because I don't see Lauren voting for Keanu. I don't see Morgan voting for Keanu. I don't see Vince voting for Keanu. And I don't
see
see
Will.
Oh
I
my
don't see
God,
Will voting for
y'all.
Keanu.
I just realized something. I'm so sorry to briefly distract from scenarios.
Puppy.
Ashley Hollis is literally Paris the Tashnak.
Yeah.
Like
Literally.
all the way up and down. Paris
With
is
a week 1 veto win, literally.
Yeah, with a veto win that Paris didn't have.
We are
Literally,
seeing. Yeah.
Paris won 2 challenges. She won the final 4 HOH and the final 3 HOH, and she won the game 6-1. And the only reason it wasn't
I said it
unanimous
earlier in the
because-
season.
No, but like it's nice thinking about it, right? Like really considering it because it like again, Big Brother Canada 6 is a season that doesn't really get talked about too often.
It
But
It's one of my favorite seasons of Big
It's
Brother Canada.
amazing.
and one of my
Wins the
favorite
season.
winners.
She'd have
Probably-
one of the- if Ashley wins the season, to me, she'd have one of the most, I don't know, I wouldn't say like best winner, but she'd have one of the most unique winners in BB US history.
She would be maybe one of the most unique winners in a very long time
Like I
on
would say,
BBUS.
if she wins the season, I wouldn't go as far and say she's one of the best of the best, but I would say this is she would have a very very hard to kind of impossible to replicate game.
Yeah.
It's very fitting to compare her to Paris too, because like BB Can 6 was probably one of the most complicated house dynamics ever.
Yes.
And this season, I think, also is one of the most complex, chaotic house structures we've
So I
ever
wouldn't be
seen.
shocked if if she
so-
wins over like a comp beast at the end.
I think if you put Ashley in the final 2 next to anyone in this house other than Morgan, I think she takes it. And that's just me.
agree.
I think Keanu's going to be
Morgan
struggle. I think Keanu would be close.
This is Morgan's game to lose to me.
I would agree, but I also think we're getting set up for Morgan going out at 4. It feels
Shut
like
up.
Morgan's going to get cut.
Shut up.
I'm not saying I want it. That's just how I feel.
Fine by me.
But importantly, the other thing that we have been seeing online, the rumored competitions, is that it could either be hand-holdy marshmallow cob with the wiggly stick, or it's pressure cooker. Is what I'm hearing online. It does not seem like it is the spinny disc comp, unfortunately, which makes me very sad because I love the spinny disc comp and they haven't done it since 21. Bring
This
back
was a
the
live
spinny
comp,
disc
right?
comp.
Well, no, they did it during 25.
When did they do it during 25?
Okay,
Come on.
are you describing the spinny disc as the carousel?
With the ropes, and you hold on to it.
Yeah,
And
they
then you
did that
think-
during Jag's POV win. It was a POV for some reason instead of an HOH.
Oh,
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I blocked out.
Yeah,
any
it wasn't
competition
it the big like superhero outdoor?
It was the double veto where afterwards Blue won it via guessing how
Yeah.
long they did it for.
correct.
Oh
which-
yeah,
this
the
is
stupid double veto
Still a
week that I tried to
stupid comp,
block
by
out
the
of
way,
time.
but we're there.
Stupid comp, stupid twist, stupid everything.
wow, I forgot
Importantly,
Blue won.
But
we are
Blue
gonna
Kim
be-
veto winner. Ooh.
One of like what 3 vetoes that a guy that Jag or
Matt
Matt didn't win.
or High School.
Yeah.
And the other one was won by Riley. I don't know, not Riley.
No, and there's Bowie Jane. I think one of you.
I think Bowie Jane won one.
Yeah.
Fucking
So-
Bowie Jane.
I just
Oh,
like hearing
we're
Logan
gonna
go,
all do the
cat, dog, every
okay.
time a new animals in the feeds.
Oh my god, cat. I'm so sorry. I have feeds on. And there's an adorable cat.
Yeah,
I have an ad.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
like,
like I
oh,
have
no.
my other computer open and it's just cat right now and it makes me happy.
So you all, it's important to remind you all we got 1 week left of actual four episodes of Big Brother coverage, but we are still giving you 4 episodes of Big Brother coverage. Tune in this Saturday for, I believe, what will be our last live feed on Locked with Lana or Logan or me or Jack or whoever's here for live feed on Locked Unlocked. And then, of course, you can always tune into our Manic Monday, our final Manic Monday coming up with Logan after the Sunday episode to see what all's going on. Waffle Wednesdays with Jack, our final Waffle Wednesday episode will be next week. And it's actually going to be a live eviction episode. So technically we aren't, what are we waffling on? Somebody's going home. And then of course,
We're waffling about the final 5 eviction.
of course.
Exactly.
And then of course, this Thursday coming up in a week, we're going to have another live, essentially a double eviction. So tune in for that and see who goes home and who's making it to finale night. And of course, we will be live on Sunday right after the finale goes off the air, talking about our winner, talking about Ashley Hollis holding her lovely check under her confetti. So,
Please.
So,
Please.
to make sure you're here for all of that, make sure you hit that subscribe button, punch that notification bell. We are talking about a bunch of stuff coming up. There's a lot of stuff happening on this channel, on the drag channel, on the ESC channel, a lot of things going on the entire podcast. So please make sure you tune in to check out any and all of that. Thank you so much for staying with us this long. It has been a lovely evening with all of you here, and it's also been a lovely evening with our final five.
Oh my God, Final Five.
Wait, I
Final
can't believe
five.
we made it to the final five. Thanks for keeping me.
We did it.
Can we vote out Brook?
No,
It's a double eviction.
I'm
So
going to use the traps away. I'm kidding.
How long have we had Michael here? I feel like they entered at final 6.
Oh my God! It's when they had that one dog come into the house during the final four of Big Brother.
they're calling Michael a dog.
Not okay. No,
No.
that's too much. That's too much. That is too much.
Beside the point. Thank you so much for
Michael,
joining us
That's
here.
right.
I see where I stand now. I see where I stand.
And
Beside
that's
the
why
point.
I said vote out Brook.
No, thank
It's
you.
Jack and Brook on the block. I'm evicting Brook.
Period.
Do it at your own peril. But beside the point. Thank you for all the.
Sorry. There's two of them now.
They
Thank
are
you so
cute.
much for. Fuck y'all. We do the damn outro. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight on Big Brother House coverage. And from way outside the Big Brother house, we have been the Cup TV. Love only yourself and Rachel Riley and Ashley Hollis and Will Williams and Brittany Haynes and Danielle Reyes, just in general, and Taylor Hall.
Now,
Yes.
Terrible morning, house guests. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Cheers.
Cheers.